Those Afghan civilians who helped U.S. forces over the last 2 decades are in more danger than ever. Operation Allies Refuge is the Biden administration's plan to airlift some 20,000 Afghan interpreters and translators to safety. So far, the U.S. government has managed to rescue around 1,000, and that leaves thousands more people and their families stuck in the crosshairs as the Taliban threaten anyone who helped the U.S. during the war. Rahim Hadari was one of those Afghan interpreters. He knew danger came with the job, and he's been trying to get his wife and 5 kids to safety for years. But he's had an even bigger target on his back ever since U.S. troops started to withdraw. Enter retired U.S. Army Sergeant Gerald Keane. Gerald and Rahim became fast friends after meeting on the same U.S. Army post in 2016. They formed such a bond over the years that Gerald and his wife Lynette say they love him like a son. Well, this week, Rahim and his family finally found safe passage to Canada. Their dream now is to get U.S. visas so they can live and work here and be closer to their surrogate parents. Let's bring in retired Sergeant Gerald Keane and his wife Lynette. They are with us now. This is such a good news story. Great to see you both. Gerald, let's start with you. Just tell us about the relationship that you developed overseas with Rahim and the reaction from finding out that he's going to get out of harm's way.
Yes, thank you, Pamela, and CNN for having us on and sharing our story. And I have to say hello to Rahim and Kamrina, who are watching now in Toronto, Canada. He has found passage through the Canadian SIV program. Last Sunday, he landed in Toronto and is quarantined now at the hotel in Toronto. So we are planning on a visit next Sunday once he completes his quarantine timeline, 2-week quarantine.
If you would, help us understand, Gerald, the bond that you developed with him. You know, there's so much talk about these thousands of Afghan allies that are left in Afghanistan right now that the U.S. is trying to evacuate. Tell us why it meant so much to you to get Rahim and his family out of there.
Sure. Rahim and I worked together, and he was my interpreter at my FOB, Forward Operating Base, near Gardez. And the more we worked together and the more we shared and the danger that we shared and the good times we shared together, we became closer. He's the same age as my youngest son, so I took that connection to him very strongly and very early in our relationship and helped him and his son, or help him and his wife, Kamrina, and they had 3 children at the time. I just pictured my son raising 3 children in that environment, and I couldn't imagine that. So we are halfway home at this time. We still need support from Toronto to the U.S. SIV program. If we were waiting on the U.S. SIV program, he would still be stuck in Kabul. So my thanks and my gratitude is to Canadian SIV program, who's brought this forward and got him to safety as fast as they did. So I hope this is a continuation to the U.S. and not a destination.
Hopefully so you can be reunited. You are his family. This is such a touching story. Lynette, tell us how you have been supporting Rahim over the years and how he and his family managed to get to Canada.
Well, over the years, our relationship has developed, and it's grown and become really rich and full now. Rahim and his wife call us Mommy and Papa, and that is what we are to them. When we knew that they would be leaving for Kabul, we spoke personally with his mom and dad, and his mom said to me, "I am giving my son to you. You are now his mother, and I entrust him to you." The kids call us Grandma and Papa, and we just love them. And we speak, now we're talking every day because we're on the same time zone. Before that, it would be texts and emails, and before now, we were just working so hard through the SIV program. We were lucky to have support through the Alliance of Wartime Allies, an amazing organization that is fighting every day to get these 18,000 people out of Afghanistan who have supported the United States. And we are just, again, hoping that with everything that is going on right now, that we can help them find a way to move their application that has already been vetted through Canada over to the United States system where it's been for 5 years and get them home to us.
And just to really set the stage here, Gerald, of the danger that Raheem and his family were facing before they were fortunately safely evacuated to Canada. Help us understand that danger.
That danger started in his village outside of Gardez. We knew that this Taliban was taken over approximately a month ago, 6 weeks ago, and we made a decision as him and I talked to move him to Kabul because it got too dangerous down there and the target on his back was getting bigger. So we had to pick up him and his family, move him to Kabul, and he was in a safe hotel at that time. And as you know, today, Gardez fell today, I believe. So it is really bad down there. He still has family left there at this time. He has contact with his family, and they are safe at this time. But they were in Kabul hotel for approximately 10 days before the Canadian embassy contacted them and flew them to Toronto.
And we know right now
So
Kabul is surrounded by the Taliban. It's been a long road.
Correct. The road between Gardez and Kabul had checkpoints on it with the Taliban. And also the Taliban has significant biometrics. I don't know how they got that information or technology, but they have biometrics, and that's what scared him the most, of being stopped by the Taliban with the U.S. papers and the biometric system in place.
Yeah, the biometrics to be able to identify those who helped the U.S. Finally, Gerald,
Correct.
What are your thoughts as a retired soldier who fought in Afghanistan on the troop withdrawal?
I knew that this time would come, and we trained the Afghan army the best we could for 20 years. I got it. I don't know if that's long enough or was it too long. I'm not in a position to make that determination, but we trained them to stand up and fight for their country and left them the equipment that they needed. But the pullout is what I have a problem with. We should not have to send soldiers back in to do this job that should have been done before they closed Bagram Airfield. Bagram should have been the last thing to close in Afghanistan, period, in my opinion. But that's the way I would withdraw out of a country. Now we got to send soldiers back in harm's way to help evacuate the embassies and these interpreters who fought side by side with us every day. And we left them there.
Yeah.
And the world is watching. The world is watching us every move as this situation compounds hourly. It changes hourly. So I just have a disagreement or a heartburn of how we did it. I'm not sure if I agree on the timeline of when we did it.
Wow, well,
So
Gerald.
the Afghan people's got to stand up and fight for their country.
Gerald, thank you,
So-
not just for coming on, but for all of your service and for fighting for this country and making all the sacrifices you did. And Lynette, thank you for all the sacrifices you have made as well in support of your husband. I know military families go through a tremendous amount, and I'm so glad that this has a happy ending. And we hope that he comes back and will be able to leave Canada soon and be with you there in Michigan. Thank you both so much.